Yeah. Here we go. Be right back. Y'all watch this intro. I'm glad everybody here. We about to get into it. Let the change begin. Yeah, buddy. Change begins now. Yes. What's up, my brothers?
Hey.
All right.
What's going on?
What's up? Chris and Keith. All right, everybody that's watching, thanks for everybody that's watching and everybody that's listening. Welcome. Change begins now. Welcome to Empower Cohort 18 podcast. Represent Cohort 18. I'm your man, Tim. Conversation tonight. Two of my guys, they are cohorts themselves, but I'm gonna let them introduce themselves real quick. So y'all go ahead, bros.
Chris. My name is Keith Lofton, man. I'm a cohort 24, CHW BH, which stands for Behavioral Health. Thank you, Kel, for having me.
Thank you, appreciate it. Chris, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? Keith and Kill, what's happening?
Yes.
I'm a community health worker in the state of Illinois. Been doing it for quite some time. I just got certified for it. Pleasure to be here.
All right. So we got a community health work on both sides of the river. Pete, you're originally from the east side, Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, sir. Chicago, Illinois, out of Well Projects.
Okay. And, man, did you hear it?
Yeah.
Hey, keep you over in not Washington Park, you over Charlotte Park, man.
Yes, sir. Chi-town, you know.
So, all right. So tonight's episode, y'all, if you just tuned in, once again, welcome in Power Cohort 18 podcast. Two of my brothers right here from other cohorts. And of course, me, I'm going to keep representing, 18. But tonight's discussion, we're going to go deep and dive deep. And kind of like at the end, I want to get some comments about the previous events that has that came through, earlier this week. But tonight's episode is from CELL to CHW. And when I'm saying CELL, all those that's looking and listening, I want y'all to remember that these brothers right here, not only are they community health workers, but they come from the CELL jail. And I'm going to let them tell their story the way they want to tell it. Y'all sit back, dive in, and get a little gems up in you right now. So, my man Keith.
Yes, sir.
Let's start off with you, man. And we're going to start off with the first journey I got up here is the cell. So, in your words, or however you want to describe that, bro, what was it like, man?
Man, it's a society, man, within a society. First and foremost, my former life, so what it was I wasn't never a dope dealer. I was more like the guys that robbed the dope man.
Right.
So you don't hear no Pablo Escobar stories for me. So
Right.
we would set up dope boys, come from them a few times. Then like the second or third time, when we get the big package, we'll hit them. Sometimes, we'll follow them home, or we'll have women, young ladies that was on our team, or set them up in the club, and you know, have her get fresh with them. Not the first night, not the second night, but when you get comfortable enough to actually take her to the house and show her the real address.
Right.
So like that second or third time, me and a few of my cohorts, we'll be laying outside, and so when he coming drunk and fresh, and she got him off his square, we'll hop out, take him in the house, tie him up. So with that life though, man, now that I'm 51 years old and I understand that man, karma is the big sister to life, because there's so much that comes behind it. But I didn't know at the time, man. I was like my early 20s and things of that nature. So that ended me up, man, with a 10-year bid. You know, man,
You,
I'm
no, go ahead. Did you do the full team?
no, I did 7 years, 8 months, and 3 days on the team.
Boy, I got
Uh,
down to the mile.
yeah, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, yeah,
You never forget. Those are traumatic experiences, man. Now that I'm older, but then I didn't know. But as I started to get older, man, and started to go back and forth. That wasn't my first stint. That was my longest. Uh,
okay.
so that right there, man, brought about a sense of trauma, man, because you seeing guys getting taken advantage of.
Yeah,
Man, just basically, if you weren't standing on shit, man, to
yeah,
put it bluntly, you know,
right.
uh, yeah, it was. But also, man, out of every, you ever heard that phrase, a dark rose grows out of the concrete.
Yeah,
So I mean, a black rose grows out of the concrete. So with that, man, I took from it uh, a lot of positive things. Like you can take positive things, man, out of negative situations, right? Because
right.
God was always with me
Yeah,
uh, throughout all the trials and tribulations. But when I was in there, man, I actually got my GED. And the funny part about it is, yeah, I graduated from high school, right? But they didn't have my transcripts. That was crazy.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So that was just one of the situations, man. As a black man, that they mess you around on. So they didn't have my transcript. So in other words,
Right,
I'm forced to take GED, go through GED classes. And I was like, listen, man, just let me take it then. And they
yeah,
let me take it, and I passed it on the first try. You know what I'm saying? Like, so then I ended up being a tutor, tutoring guys and things of that nature, man.
yeah,
I was never a slow or a dumb kid, man. It was
yeah,
just situations. I come from a family of trauma. My mother was an addict, so certain sick, then now I understand though, like okay, yeah, you can play the blame game, but
yeah,
we stay I'm in my mindset is all about solution based. So to get back to the question at hand, yeah, I did that. I came home, and I would like to say that I turned over a new leaf, but I did. You know, I did. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, at least
Went,
you honest,
yeah,
bro.
went right back to what I knew best because I didn't know nothing else. You
Right,
know,
right,
yeah, I went down when I was 22 and came home when I was 28, almost going to be 29. So
man.
a young man, man. So yeah, throughout that whole process though, man, uh the shining part about that is like I always gravitated to old heads. And it
Yeah,
was this old head out of Kansas City, man, named Jones Ill, man. And he was I was his celly rather,
yeah,
because I was in Mobley. It was a level 5 at the time, and I had a violent crime. So at that time, man, yeah, yeah. So at that time, man, I was going through a situation.
right, right.
And so when I went into the cell, that was my awakening, right? Because he didn't have a TV. He had all books.
Yeah,
He had already been down 15 years, but I had like another 20 to go.
yeah.
Uh, he
Wow.
he got me. Yeah, that was my first turning point into signs of consciousness and learning how to learn
Yeah.
and focus and read between the lines and things of that nature, man. And it really taught me how to settle myself. You know what I'm saying? But through that whole process, I got out and shit. I got right back to it. Like it wasn't even a week later, and I got right back to doing what I was doing, man, because I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah,
I think like I talked to me being from Brooklyn, Illinois, man. Y'all know. I mean, a lot of the guys went in and out and all of this stuff. I was never one that went in like that. It's like I was a good kid, but I could relate to some of the trauma that was happening in the in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And like it's still some guys, and y'all know the term, institutionalized. There's still some people out there who are institutionalized, and I kind of, when you man up and like most of us man up and you want to, when you know better, you do better. And some people
right,
don't. And I'm not knocking them or anything like that, but it's just that I chose a better path for me and mine. So,
right.
hey, Chris, hey, man, look, was you young and stupid when you went in, man? On what?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Well, my first encounter with law enforcement,
Hmm.
I wouldn't say young and stupid. I would
Okay.
say I would say young and it's so
So,
many words, man,
yeah.
because my situation was a lot of anger. My what drove me to the streets, and there's no excuse, but what drove me to the streets at a young age was anger, and I was angry at my father for not being
Mm.
there. So by being angry at my father not being there, I'm seeing my mother do things, and that's coming into the age of 12. I know my mother shouldn't be doing all these things, and I
Yeah.
found out that Christmas wasn't the real Christmas.
Mm.
Daddy wasn't there. He never was there. I'm asking questions. I asked about this dude. He never
Right.
showing up. So my anger drove me to the street. So I wouldn't call it stupidity. I would call it just complete anger. So I'm going to the streets because I didn't have any older brothers, and my
Yeah.
older cousins were in the streets. So I'm
Right.
hanging with them, finding out stuff at the age of 12 I shouldn't have ran into until I was 18. So by
Mm.
by saying that, by saying that, bumping it, dealing with these streets, and to this day, I tell people since I've been out of prison, man, there's no future in it. For one, and for one, the reason I say there's no future in it because everything that I done, and if there's anybody that want to debate with me about street activity and
Uh-huh.
and you got anything from it that you glorify and proud of,
Mm.
I tell you lying. Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world because all I done seen that came from street activity was either prison or death.
Mm. Right. Yeah.
And and a whole lot of disappointments and anger. Because and I'm glad you mentioned the word trauma because even after prison, I just came home in January, right? But
Yeah.
even after prison, and I know I'm a solid guy, you know what I'm saying? But every time I heard keys jingle, I
Just
got a problem
yeah,
with that, man.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
I'm
right,
ready, and it triggers me that here come the CO. It triggers me
Mm-hmm.
that they finna take somebody to the hole. It might be
Yeah.
me. It triggers me. It triggers me to say that they finna come with them long rifles with them bean bags in it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's
Right.
trauma, man. And
Yeah.
prison, and again, prison prison puts something on your head, and like Keith said, man, it will wake you up. You will have your great awakening when you go behind the walls because there's no more coming to the house and going to the kitchen, going to the bathroom, going to your room. Everything is right there in
Wow.
that cell.
Yeah.
Everything is right there. Plus another man sleeping in the bunk either above you or below you.
Below.
So
Right.
there's no more privacy in a small window called a chuck hole that you look out of. If
Right.
they open the chuck hole from the outside, because you're not in control of anything anymore.
Yeah.
So those situations led me to the righteous path. I was not, don't get me wrong, I was already on the righteous path, but I was
Yeah.
detouring a few times, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with the streets and dealing with the people that I grew up with, who I thought were great leaders. And to this day,
Yeah.
I cuss them out and tell them, man, y'all led me wrong, man. Y'all, and I'm very like it's a few of them. I love these guys to death. Don't get me wrong. I
Yeah.
still consider these my guys,
Yeah.
but we're on a totally different path now. We cannot, and our communication would never be the same. Because I
Wow.
tell them every time I see them, when they say, man, what's up, Chris, man? We see you doing good. I heard, yeah, I could have been doing good if I didn't follow you. How about that? Yeah, if I wouldn't follow
Right.
you all them years, I would have been doing good, man. You're a bad seed, and you need to get your life together. You ready to read? You ready to read this Holy Quran?
Right. Right. And they'll
You know
back
what I'm saying?
away. They'll
Yeah, man.
back
Because
away.
my advice to them was, at the age of 50, I'm 51.
Yeah.
At the age of 50, there is no way in the world you should be still have any kind of negative thoughts on your mind. If you don't know the consequences gonna end bad, you're gonna hit a brick wall. There is no
Exactly.
way around it. There is
Exactly.
no way around it because even though you're doing what you're doing and got away with so many years and so much, you made all this money, you've done all this, you got all these houses, all these cars. I didn't have that, and no people came and took that.
Man.
As soon as they kicked my door in, they took all that. So what I'm saying is, if you're not following, if you're not, it's better to just do the right thing, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yes, the money, and then the money that you making on the street, you can make 3 times that if you have your own business.
Right.
It don't take that long to register for an LLC, get an EIN number. It's free. It ain't
Yeah.
hard to do. You just got to get on the computer the same way. And I tell all my hustlers, all my dope boys, and whatever they want to call themselves them days. If you can maintain street dude, corner to corner to corner, state to state, you can run a boardroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can run a boardroom.
That's
Because the people in the boardroom, these CEOs, CFOs with all this money and all this power, I guarantee you that dude on look dude on the street with that Draco,
yeah.
he more dangerous than them. So if you can control him, you can control that boardroom.
And I think like I see a lot of stuff, man. I know
Uh-huh.
y'all you don't look at the news too much, but I see a lot of stuff and it's a mind and we always and we've talked before and it's about, most of the time it's about the mental,
Yep.
the everything kind of starts, I always say everything starts with the mind and everything else will follow and everything like that.
Right.
And for all the viewers that's on here, you heard me say the word stupid. Let me tell you right now, these my brothers right here, and trust me, they if I get out of pocket, they gonna check me on here and they gonna let me know. So a lot of us have done those things that was called, outrageous, crazy, stupid, and all of this stuff when we were younger. Like you said, I guess once again, and I hear Keith always say this, you know better, you do better. And for a while, like I say, I've never been to a jail like you guys. I got buddies and I got some homies, Uh, shout out to all of them that's still going back and forth and those that have passed away. First I've been to counties. I didn't visit everybody counties around. But then again, it's like, and I used to always be like, man, these brothers, they can't wait to go to Menard. They get tired of the county. They be like, man, they call it name, such and such, bump and jump. Oh, I'm gone. I'm ready. What are they doing? Greenville, Menard, or whatever, man. They was happy to get out of that environment because they already knew what the future held for them for a couple of years and everything. And, for one, I just want to applaud y'all for even, going through those experiences.
Well,
Go ahead.
Well, Kevin, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm pretty sure Keith can agree with this. The reason why, because I went through the pre-trials and all that, which is the federal holdovers and county jails, right? The reason why
Right.
so many people be so happy to go to those prisons from that county jail, because that county jail, man, that got to be the terriblest thing. That got to be the worst.
Right.
Hey, man, the worst experience. I wouldn't put, man, look, man, prison is better than the county jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, the county jail, man. I'm talking about, man, the county jail ain't nothing like, and the only reason it's nothing like is because you sleeping on concrete. If they got a mat, because a lot of times they don't have enough mats for everybody because they locking everybody up. So you're sleeping on concrete floors or on the gym floor. The meals you getting ain't what you think it is. Because the one I was at, you got a large hard biscuit from last week, a large hard biscuit, and a carton of milk. That was your breakfast. And you better not complain. Or you ain't getting that.
Not only that, right? I want to focus on the people that they put over to actually supervise you.
Come on, bro. Go on
that part.
See, so now you having men and women that are coming in. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on the south side.
No, you good.
You have men and women that are coming in. I'm talking about traumatized. She may have caught her boyfriend cheating, his wife cheating.
Right.
I'm talking about them been on a whole binge. So now they're coming in. I'm talking about kids. It's like this whole dynamic, right?
Right.
They coming in. They already faced with their own trauma, right? I'm looking at it from a clinical standpoint, right? And as Chris and Kevin knows, now that we're in this field of expertise where we work at, not only that, your life experiences teaches you how to take a look back and be like, that's what they was going through.
Right. That's what they was going through. Yep.
So you may not have seen it at that time, but now coming from out of the lens where I'm at, right? You got trauma, you got people that's traumatized, put in your life or put to manage your life.
Yep.
And you traumatized. So when negative energy meets negative energy, positive gonna come out of it.
It's going.
Not only that, they hold the power.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they hold the power. So they're like, nigga, fuck you then. You ain't getting no lunch. You know what I'm
Just like that.
Yeah,
just like
you
that.
ain't getting no toilet paper. So now you in the cell, and I'm talking about the workhouse. Man, I did 33 months in the workhouse. 33 months on Hall Street.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about, man, listen, man, I couldn't wait to get to the joint. Right. I'm talking about, man, I'm talking about kicking and screaming. I'm talking, man, guys, it was a madhouse. If anybody ever been to the workhouse, they could tell you, man, it was a madhouse. But you have people that's looking up, as they call COs and things of that nature, right?
Right.
And they're put in charge of your life and their life out of control.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was that whole dynamic, man. You know, and then the stress of you going back and forth to court, don't know what you facing. See, that plays another dichotomy, man, in your thinking because you don't know what you're facing. You feel what I'm saying? Not only that, a black man in America, man, ain't got a chance. So you know, at any time, it can switch. Your lawyer, especially if you ain't got no money, you got a public defender.
Woo.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Continuous, and if you got a lawyer, continuous mean more money.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So now he ain't coming to you to talk about your case. Hey, look, Mr. Lofton, I know you paid, but hey, these continuances, we looking at about another $1,000. Like what? So anything that you'd have made from the street, see, that's how they do. So now the money that you'd have made, or you spending that back. If it ain't lawyer fees, and if you're real, man, you take care of your family, she put money on your books. By the time you make it upstate,
you broke on your books.
You done.
Man, what? You done.
You done because lawyer fees in the county then drained you.
They gonna drain you.
So by the time you finally get your bit, $15,000 then dwindled down to $1,500.
And while you spending all that paper, like Keith said, while you spending all that paper going through the county jail on your way to prison, By the time you get to prison, you done found out the feds then froze all your accounts, so all that money that you made and put in these banks, or hold on, I got something better than that. All the money that you left, your gas, gone. All the money that you hid underground, dug up, and not, man, them people know where that, man. Your friends know where that's at. Your so-called friends know where that, and they going to get it. They going when they hear you got more than 24 months, they going to get that. They'll deal with you. They'll deal with you. They'll deal with you when you come home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm talking about, man. Look, man. All your money gone. All them so-called friends gone. They weren't your friends. They were just hanging around you because you was the one with the bag. They all the people that say they loved you.
I didn't get a letter. I'm talking about I ain't get a letter, $10 or nothing. You
man, what? Hey,
free
Keith,
him. I can't wait till he come home.
Hey, Keith. Hey, check this out.
Put some money on my business.
I had somebody tell me, look. I had somebody tell me while I was locked up in Alton, right? They got a federal hold over in Alton, Illinois, right? Hey, I'm calling, so the call's like 15, 14 and some change a call, right? So I'm telling them, I'm like, man, look, man, I know these calls, so I ain't gonna call them. No, call me whenever you feel like it. I'll call about 3 more times. Hey, man, look, man, these calls. I told you at the first call. But look, this what I'm getting at. I say, man, look, man. How about this? I don't call. I'm gonna just write you a letter, and we'll correspond like that. You know what this MF told me, man. And you know what? Hey, I don't use. This MF told me, look, man, check it out. This MF told me, man, look, man, I ain't got no stamps, man. For me buying no stamps. What?
And you on the street?
You on the street? For one, you on the street. Two, you don't remember all them electric bills that I paid for you? Wait a minute. You don't the car you driving and the phone you answering. Boy, I paid for that. This you you can't pay for a 50-cent step. I know what, big man, don't worry about it. I'm gonna holler at you when I come home. Straight up. This is hey, Keith, get what I told him. This is where it ends. Straight up, man. Why? You find out who in your corner when you get in them serious situations, man. Straight up.
Oh man. I hope all those that's looking and listening, man. I hope y'all get some deals because I'm telling you, these brothers telling you it ain't no joke, man. You know, so
man,
hey, go ahead.
That prison, man. Don't nobody want to go. I don't wish that on nobody, man. Hey, Keith. Tell them about the 23 and 1 for those who don't know.
Yeah, so the 23 and 1, man, is
I know that.
23 and it's 20. Nah, you may have heard of it. Yeah, 23 in and 1 out. You hear me? And hold on, that's on the good. That depends. Yeah. It depends on the CO, how he feeling.
Man.
You might be 23 and a half.
What?
It depends on how yeah. It depends on how he feeling that day. If he had a bad day,
over with.
It's over with, man.
Yeah.
You might not even get that 1, you'll get a half.
Don't let the yard get shut down. You dead.
Oh man. Hey, boy, you dead.
For weeks. Brown bag. They brown bagging you.
Hey, you gotta laugh to keep from crying, man. You gotta laugh to keep from crying, boy. That's trauma.
Yeah.
Man,
He
say that's now that's trauma.
So listen, man. If you can live and listen, truth be told, man, that it's the sanity of it, right? Like so when you keep your sanity, man, and me and Chris ain't glorifying it, we can actually laugh about that today, man.
Right.
But what really saved me, if I'm being honest, it was the hole. Like the hole saved me. Well, when I did 8 months in the hole, man, it allowed me to get back in touch with me, man. Because I needed that, man. Because when I was in population, man, it was my mind was everywhere, and I'm young, I'm gang banged out, all that crazy stuff. And so once they put me in confinement, man, that allowed God to do what he needed to do with me. on a one-on-one basis. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes, man, God got to sit you down so he can deal with you one-on-one, man, because it be so much confusion and chaos going around, man, to where you really ain't focusing on the blessings, see? Because at the end of the day, it can always be worse. You feel what I'm saying? So once he allowed me to sit down and like get some me time with him, and really made me focus on the gratefulness of it, the gratitude of it, man. I was like, I understand now. You didn't, and this was the last time that I was down because I just came home in 2017. The last time, the last bit I did, man, I came out, man, and I ain't looked back since, man. I went on a little binger, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't looked back since, man, you know. So yeah, man, but it's only through God's grace and mercy, man. And life gonna show up. Of course, yeah. The enemy gonna attack. You better believe it. Like ain't nobody saying that it's gonna be pink rainbows and money falling from the hell to the no. That ain't life. You did, but once you put yourself in the right set, right, in the right state of mind, man, because truth be told, God gonna bless you for it. He gonna test you for He bless you. You got to make sure that you're ready for these blessings coming. See, so you're gonna get put through some things, man. Like to this day, as I talk to you on this podcast, like me and Chris have been through some things, man. And it ain't saying, but what has helped me get through those things was, I'm talking about the things that exist today, was I reflect back on my past, and I take what they call tools, man. Coping. Oh, okay, this is how I got through that and XYZ. But not only that, me being older and understanding that, listen, if you don't sit your ass down, man, they got somewhere to sit your ass down.
Yeah. No doubt.
All that motherfucker, oh man, they ain't got room. Nigga, they'll make room.
They gonna make room.
Fuck up if you want. If you fuck up the flow they got and they money, they'll make room for you.
That's
man.
it right there.
You feel what I'm saying? But now where I'm at, a grandfather, a father, right? I understand that it ain't what you say, it's what you do. You feel what I'm saying? Life itself is about action. It ain't about how the fuck you can, because I can say some Malcolm X shit, but how you living it is what matters. You feel what I'm saying? So this ain't no talk your ass. Life ain't about talking your ass off. It's about walking your ass off. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to show in the way that you live, man. You got to have some principles, some integrity, some morals. And once you start to encompass those things, man, life gets better. I'm talking about as far as your thinking. See, because how the world is today, it used to be about physical attributes. But when you look around, you got motherfuckers like Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, like all these motherfuckers, man, I'm talking about can't lift over 10 pounds, but they made it about a mental thing today. So if you can't think yourself out of wet paper bag in today's society, you're done. You got to be able to think, man. It's about thinking. Men react off logic, not emotions. So once I start to understand that, right, and what they call a 5-second pause, hold on. Is it worth it? Let me play this tape through. Is it boom, 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 boom? No, it ain't worth it. You right, champ. You got that. And I go on my business. You feel what I'm saying? Because it ain't worth it. Because if you ain't invading my space or threatening the life of me or my loved ones, it ain't worth it to me today.
It ain't worth it.
You know, hey, I throw my hands up. And as soon as I do that, God instantly take over. I ain't got to do nothing no more. God instantly take over that situation for me. The moment I say, all right, you right. You're just like yeah, man, because we don't understand God will allow Satan to test you, just like he did Job. Yeah, you can test him mentally, but physically you can't do nothing to him because he's my child, he's my creation. Yeah, I'm going to do the test him because I want to know, is he really with me? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by he going to test you for he bless you. But once you start to really, really know that and understand, see, a lot of people, they see the movie Matrix and be like, oh man, you know, you ain't looking at the rarity. Like, like it ain't about Neo. It's about the whole system itself. See, people just see things where they want to see it, but you got to be able to think past all the facade. And life ain't about that, man. Life is about understanding, but not only understanding, you got to be able to apply the things you learn. Man.
Right there, applying what you learn.
You have to, because you
like
apply what you learn, it's over.
Like you said about the tools earlier, man. Moving to from y'all going that, going in and coming out, going through the trials and tribulations. Also, being traumatized through a lot of that, and most people think that, just because some people go to jail because they're a bad kid or whatever, blah, blah, whatever. Y'all, talk to me later on that crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you went through, that's one journey. So, moving to this next journey, man, like CHW, community health worker, for those that don't understand, community health worker, that term was used very loosely, started in San Diego with a native tribe and everything, just helping their community, just, out of kindness of their heart, just doing some things. And, what made y'all go from being incarcerated where you was to like wanting to help your community and all of that stuff? CHW part. What's about that?
You want me to go first? You want me to go first?
Go ahead, sir.
All right. Well, my like Keith said, my great awakening to really pursue community health working, I was already helping the community before I got arrested, before I got incarcerated. Okay. But my great awakening was me not being able to help people in prison the way I was helping people on the outside world. And by me saying that, and it leads to more trauma that needs to be addressed. And I'm pretty sure Keith can verify this. In a cell where the walls been closed in. Again, ain't nobody answering your phone calls. The lawyer telling you finna get certain amount of years. Your kids are disappointed because they can't see daddy no more. The gal you thought the gal you was in love with, or you thought was in love with you, ain't answering no more. You run into those issues. So what I'm getting at is, I'm talking to a grown man. I'm talking to a grown man that was in the cell with me. He pouring his heart out, right? I could see in this man's face, he wasn't gonna make it too much longer.
Wow.
So I hit the bar and tell the CO, hey man, dude needs some help in here, man. Y'all need to come talk to this man. Need to talk to a case manager or something. Oh man, he'll talk. Tell him he'll wait till the next year. Damn, wait till the next year. All right, man. So I dozed off. My cellie fell asleep first. I'm getting to the point. My cellie fell asleep first, so I know what I'm saying. I fell asleep. I wake up to hearing doom, 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 doom. I'm like, man, what the fuck fucking with that damn cell door? Whole time my cellie done hung itself and his feet dangling, hitting the wall.
Oh wow!
You feel what I'm saying? So I jump up and grab his legs, trying to hold him up so he don't choke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't get this thing off his neck. He tied it that tight. So I'm holding him up, and I'm still hollering for the CO. I'm like, man, dude in here dying, man. He hung himself. Man, the people think I'm talking about, man, look, man, and I know they heard me. I know they heard me. So that made me go into, man, when I get, man, this ain't my life, man. I can't stand to see this, because that made me want to attack the CO. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then and if you buck up to the CO, you gonna get, you know what I'm saying? They gonna give you what you looking for. It's too many of them. You ain't gonna win that fight. It's way too many.
Right.
You ain't gonna win that fight. So long story short, I told myself, man, look, man, I got to do something to help people, to keep people from coming in places like this. Because like Keith said, you might have somebody that come into work and he got on his head, he might be mad at his daddy. Man, fuck my daddy, man. My daddy just pissed me off, man. And he come into a building full of grown men. That's daddy. Oh yeah. Oh shit. I got man. What? All y'all ain't eating it. Ain't none of y'all eating tonight. How about that? Yeah.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? That kind of, you know what I'm saying? That what drove me to being a community health worker, to be certified as a community health worker, so I can move around the state of Illinois with a license and certificate to say that I'm a community health worker. Because by being a community health worker, I'm able, and as you know, as you both know, we are the liaison between the urban community and the health department. By being that, we are the ones who are supposed to be, well, we are in the community.
Yeah,
helping our community people, helping our community members get the necessary resources that they need in order to survive in life, in order to deal with that mental health, physical health, spiritual health, emotional health. You feel what I'm saying? And going through prison put me in a state of mind where, man, Chris, man, you got to do something. You got to do something, man. You got to change your life. Because I had a lot of people that followed me, that looked up to me and respected me, and I felt like I let them down by going to prison. When I should have did, I should have kept doing the right thing and kept helping these people. Because seeing that man hang himself, man, that did something to me, man.
Wow.
I'm talking about, and I done seen some horrific man. Look, I'm really from the street, so I done seen some shit, and you know what I'm saying. But seeing somebody actually put something around I'm talking to wake up and see somebody with something around it, and I know he did. Ain't nobody been in that cell but me and him.
Right.
To hang himself, man. What is going through your head to the whole time you finding a piece of sheet? The whole time you measuring it to make sure that it fit around your neck. The whole time that you putting it around your neck and tying the knot, and then putting it across the bar, the top of the bar, to make sure that you dangling. Man, what is going on? That's mental, man.
Not only that, he moving in stealth mode to make sure he don't wake you up.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? That's something. That's mental, man. Mental health,
He's saying
man.
in his mind, I can't wake him up. So he moving
exactly.
Yeah,
Suicide is serious, man. And we got this. And as human beings, look, check it out. And I want to make this point. Even though our pigmentations don't match, white, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Chinese, we are still human beings. And human beings should be treated with humanity. In order to be treated with humanity, we all have to come together to a common ground to understand that you're my brother. That's my sister. I ain't saying you related in blood, but you're related from the Most High. You feel what I'm saying? We are all human beings created from a superior being. By saying that, we have to care about one another. We have to be able to say, man, sure, I'm a community health worker too. Let me help that man on the corner. Not laughing, point at him and step over him. Or I done seen some kids walk by a homeless man and kick his cup over. Man, what is wrong with you? Go pick that cup up and give it back to him. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Man. Mental. Maybe I got off subject, man, but man,
no, bro. Hey, no. I know y'all gonna bring it.
Yeah. I mean, me, you go where the spirit leads you, Chris. Like you ain't got, once the spirit get in you, man, you know, you got to tell your truth. And for me, man, I came from as far as me being, it was actually recommended. I met Ryan. So I was on the community advisory board through UNCL, right? Mm-hmm. Like since I've been clean, I just celebrated 6 years clean off drugs and alcohol, right?
Okay, my man.
Shout out to Big Brother Ryan Smith. I know you want.
So I seen Ryan at the community advisory board with me, and he was coming in talking about community health workers. So I was on the community advisory board, which was on a grant called a Center Grant through UNCL. And it's basically, around harm reduction, Black men in the community. What can we do because of this large overdose rate? Mm-hmm. What can we do? UNCL, this university, got a grant and said, let's bring in some people from the community, from different walks of life. I was in there, all people of color that was on the board, right? So it was Mr. Gerald Dennis. He's a director at Preferred. It was a Reverend Boy. So we was from all different walks of life. Right. I was a peer at first. you know, a peer specialist.
Okay.
At the time, man, I was not so this I got on the board. I had just started working at Williams and Associates, where I'm at now. But prior to that, no, I'm sorry, I was working with Living with Purpose, and me and Miss Rashonda, we was working outreach, right? So
Right.
I've always been community organized and part of the community because I come from a gangbanging background, right? But even when I was doing what I was doing, I was like almost like a Robin Hood type, right? I wasn't if a motherfucker like so that built my relationship with people throughout the city of St. Louis and the community. I wasn't no
Okay.
dirty, grimy ass type nigga, regardless of what I may have done.
Yeah.
You did like you really had to be a fucked up dude, a grimy dude, in order for Solo, which is my nickname in the streets, to actually do something to you. That
Right.
wasn't my thing. That wasn't what I did. Okay, so fast forward, I done built throughout
Right.
the years of me just being in the
Yeah.
streets, a relationship,
Right.
women being that know me, right? So I'm out at Baden, I'm living with purpose. I get this call from a Rachel Winograd. Hey, I think you'll be perfect. You'll be on the community advisory board. That lasted 3.5 years, right? So fast forward, now I got the job coming
Right.
next month. I'll be working. It'll be my second year here working with.
Okay. Okay.
So I meet Ryan on the back end of the grant ending, right? He was like, man, you'll be perfect. That was probably like January, February of this year. He said, man, you'll be perfect, man, for it was him and CC. He's like, man, I think, man, you'll be good as community help. I'm like, what the fuck is community help work? Like, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because at this time, I'm a peer and I'm an outreach coordinator here
Yeah.
where I work at. So once I got here, they really didn't have no outreach. So
Okay.
Mr. Basha, which is my director, she said, man, do what you do. So she allowed me to establish what we got now here. You know, it's a
Okay.
beautiful thing, man. So
Wow.
anyway, Brian was like, man, I think you'll be all right. Yeah. He said, look, we got another class coming up. At the time, Tabasha was in it, which is my director.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I see Ryan at a few places here and there. We talk, hey, what's up? Boom, boom, boom. Now, me, I'm one of these people, I'm led by the spirit. I don't believe in coincidence. If I'm seeing this guy everywhere that I go,
It's right.
it got to be something to this, right?
Right.
Yep.
Not only that, my director is taking the class. Man, hold on, man. Let me see what's up with this thing here, right?
Right.
So
Right. Right.
I take the class, community health worker, right? But the journey, the whole journey, man, it started off rocky for me, right? Because you asking a dude that don't. It was hard for me to convert that negative energy into positive energy, right?
Gotcha.
Because I was used to taking. Like, so as far as the community, it wasn't hard for me to start giving back. Because here's a community that I took from for so long. It's time for me to give something back. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? Like, this dudes, man, I don't even mess with because at 50 years old, similar to what Chris said, man, your mindset shouldn't be the same. Like, you
No.
should still be on no trying to set, first of all, the dope game over with.
Man.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
So what is you selling? Because everything legal.
Ain't no
You
25
know,
that.
Right.
what is you selling? Everything legal. So
Right.
you waste no time. You
They got
still,
dispensaries everywhere.
everything legal. What is it? What did you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so in that aspect of it, right? God was showing me, man, like, hey, listen, I was homeless. I'm talking about when I got out, man, 2017, all the way to when I got clean. I got out November the 17th, 2017. I got clean August the 6th, 2018. Within that month patch, when I say, man, listen, that's because I took my power back, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know how to stay in God's grace. So he was like, okay, that's the way you want to go. Stand on it. I done showed you, and I done showed you grace. So that's what you want to do? Stand on. Man, it was the worst 9 months. Homelessness, shooting dope. I'm talking about lost weight, man. I went all the way down to 135 pounds, soaking wet. I'm talking about, man, listen, man, I took me through that because
okay.
I got out of the lane that God had for me, man.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So once I got out of that lane, right, he had to show me who was the supreme God, which is him. Okay, I'm gonna let you stand on that, right? Go ahead, but I'm gonna be here when you get back. Not only that, it's the same play that it was before. It ain't switched.
Right.
So go on out there.
I like
The
how you
same
said
plan
that.
I had you, the same plan I had laid out for you since you came out the womb, ain't nothing changed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So once I finally got in line with what he had aligned for me, man, my life started to get better. So then the community help. I'm telling my man, listen, things just start to just show up, man, and just fall into place, man. And listen, man, and it's truly only through God's grace and mercy, man. Like truly, like I can't put it no other way. I started to get a relationship back with my children. My grandkids respect me. I mean, man, listen, man. If I had known that I can make more money working and hustling, man, I'd have been working a long time ago, man. Because I ain't got
Man, look.
shoulder. I save money. Not only that, I don't spend my money frivolously. Like
Yeah.
when you hustle for money, you spend it like, yeah, I get this back tomorrow. When you work, shit.
Right. Right.
Shit, I'm saving it. You know what I'm saying? But it's the inner peace that you have, man. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing, man, that you don't owe nobody, you ain't took nothing from nobody, man.
Right.
And to be 51 in good health and strength, man, mentally strong, man, listen, that ain't nothing, man, but the most high, man. Like I can't, so the journey for me, man, I ain't gonna say it was a learning journey, Kev. It was just about me getting out my own way. Like for real, because once I got out my own way and allowed God to drive the car, man, shit started happening. That don't mean life wasn't showing up, but it allowed me to be more involved with my community. And to be quite frank, the community is us. Can't nobody do what we do. You feel what I'm saying? And I say that respectfully. Like, man, can't nobody do what me, you, and a Chris do because we know how to relate. We could go and talk to people in the boardroom. Then we could come down to Tent City and scramble and have empathy as well. So that's a God gift, man. Everybody ain't got that, man. So once I started to learn that, right, and get out my own way, I got a hashtag that always said, "We working, no days off." You did.
I like that.
It really ain't no people like, damn, you don't never rest, man. I said, yeah, I rest, but in the same breath, right? Man, look, I done rested, man, for the first 44 years of my life.
Right.
It's time to work now, baby.
It's time to work.
It's time to work, man. I swear to y'all, man, I could go home at 8 o'clock, Kev. Man, I won't get to sleep about 12 or 1, man, and hop right back up at 6:30. I'm talking like ain't nothing happened, man.
Yep. Hey, Keith. That's a part of that prison trauma.
I swear to God, I'm telling
you.
Yes.
Hey, I listened to this I'll go ahead, Chris.
Because if you don't, when they open them doors and you ain't out by the time they open them doors, you in that cell for the rest of that day.
Swear to God.
Yeah, you got to be up at a certain time when they open them doors. That's your window to go up to go to the yard or go to child. If you miss that time, man, you might go sit in your cell.
I look at this podcast, man. I listen to it. Black podcast with a black professor Truth. It's called The Moment of Truth, and and I like what he's saying. Like when holidays come up and everything, and it goes back to what Keith was saying. It's like while everybody's celebrating this day and that day, we don't take no days off. The black media takes no days off. And when you said that, that's what popped in my head. I'm like, if we can I mean, if we can get that mentality, man, and you know, you always talking about the brain. I'm always talking about brain. I'm always talking about mental, because people don't understand how serious it is. Whether you're in jail, whether you're out of jail, whether you're CHW, non-credential, conventional, working community, got to have a strong mental. And like you said, like men, we really got to have it, man. You know, go ahead.
You know what? You know what, Kevin? You know what, Kevin and Keith?
Yes,
Kevin.
sir.
I'm glad you said that about credentials, right? Because after graduating St. Louis Community College and getting my community health worker certificate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't apply. And look, I'm not targeting anybody, but the criteria has to change for hiring community health workers, right? When you got somebody that's actually from the streets, helping the streets, still in the streets, doing things for people that are in their community, and come to you with a certification that says I'm a community health worker, why not give that person a job? The job that you posted, the job that you posted for community health worker. I shouldn't have to have a bachelor's degree. Who has a bachelor's degree and still want to be in the streets? How does that make sense? I'm not the one to sit in the office. I can, but that's not what I signed up for.
Right.
Community health working is street work. If you're not willing to get into the streets and get your hands dirty, get your knees dirty, make sure that the homeless, the unhoused people have somewhere to stay, sit and talk with that person from the unhoused that they got that odor on them. If you're not willing to do that on a day-to-day basis, like Keith said, man, you wasting your time and you are in our way.
Yeah.
Let the real community health workers who want to do community health work have those positions. I'm not in here to type on the keyboard all day. I'm not in here to make sure I'm keeping it fun. And look, man, I got tired of hearing no. I had to go and create my own job, register my LLC, get my EIN, register with the state of Illinois, and create my own company so I can hire community health workers. Because I don't want nobody to go through what I just went through, man. It don't make sense.
Sure
These
don't.
hospitals need community health workers. I don't care about you being a nurse. I salute you. All you CNAs, all you registered nurses, you doctors, I salute y'all, man. My hat goes out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all do wonderful work. But community health workers are the people who are in the
Yeah.
streets who give the urban community what they need that you weren't coming to the streets to give them. We are those people. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nowhere in the world y'all should be telling us no. Ain't nowhere in the world there shouldn't be a job position for all these companies, even in prison, even in jail. Jails need community health workers. Prisons need community health workers. Hospitals, the healthcare centers. Man, I'm going all the way to a church. A church needs a community health worker. Everybody needs a community health worker because, again, we are the liaison between the urban community and the resources that's needed.
So, hey, I heard you kind of dive into that, man. So, you know, we're gonna continue this journey on, y'all. Keep it going. You know, for those that's just chiming in, thanks for chiming in and everything. You know what I'm saying? This is our Cohort 18 podcast. We got my two bros on here from the previous cohorts, Chris Hodges and Keith Lofton Solo.
Hey.
In the house, and my man Chris, you were talking earlier, and I wanted to just go to the work that you do, man. So tell us about what you're doing with that community health work that you're doing.
Well, in the city of East St. Louis, and basically in the middle of Washington Park, where I'm from, I couldn't. Okay, I ain't gonna bash nobody, man. I created my own job, which with my own company, and this company is to hire community health workers. The name of the company is called Trust. If you look it up through the state of Illinois website, you will see Trust, and it stands for Treating Recidivism, Undertaking Safety Transformation. All these people that's coming from prison that don't know what to do and lost, I want to help them. All these people who think prison is a badge of honor, I need to help them too. All the homeless people, the unhoused people who can't get to a homeless shelter, or and I'm speaking from experience. Can't get to a homeless shelter. Their legs are messed up. You know what I'm saying? They've been sleeping on the ground so long. They got sores on their side. They need a hospital. For them to can't get to their resources.
Yeah,
that's what my company does. And I'm looking for people. And in the near future, I'll be looking for people that go get it just like me. I wouldn't care if it's raining. I wouldn't care if the snow or 90 degrees outside. We outside going to help those people. You know what I'm saying? All these people who okay, some police departments, some first responders, you know what I'm saying? Who don't show up until 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, because it's the urban community. And I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Y'all go to the mother neighborhoods and y'all be there 3 to 5 minutes. But when it comes down to our neighborhood, man, I heard the sirens passing about 3-4 times, and I know you know what street you're supposed to go to. Ain't nowhere in the world is supposed to be like that. So by saying that, I in my company, I went and got certified for Narcan training. I ride around all day with Narcan in my car in order to show people how to administer Narcan the correct way. Because if the first one don't work, that second one, you got to turn the body over, lift the leg, you got to position the leg a certain kind of way, hold the arm under the head, and then hit them in the other nostril with the Narcan. Do not put it in the same nostril. It won't work.
Right.
I show people how to do. I went and got training for the CPR training, so I can be updated on CPR training. Show people how to really do CPR, because now if you know CPR, that's cool. But if you don't know anything about this AED machine while doing CPR, then you wasting your time and you're gonna hurt somebody. Get out the way and let somebody who know what they're doing provide that service. And hold on.
Hey, Chris, did you say trusting or treating?
Trust. And trust stands for treating, recidivism, undertaking, safety, transformation.
That's what I'm saying. The T is for treating.
Right, correct.
Okay.
So then when I run into people that's on the streets, and I tell them I'm trying to keep them from doing drugs. I'm trying to keep them from you know what I'm saying, purchasing the wrong drug, which everything got, most of the stuff got fentanyl in it now. And I'm pretty sure everybody know that. So but with this fentanyl going around, I'm showing people how to, can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How to test for fentanyl.
So I'm going around with these packets, because I tell people, look, if you don't want to get off drugs, man, that's cool. That's on you, man. That's on you. But what I want you to do is take these fentanyl strips and put your fentanyl in here and put your drugs in here to see if it's fentanyl in there, because fentanyl will kill you. I don't care how high you trying to get. You gonna die. And I'm out here trying to keep you from doing that. So please take these packs, and I'm giving to them for free. So in the state of Illinois, I became a distributor for Narcan, fentanyl strips, and hold on.
Come on with.
And these are the needles. These are the needles.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me pull it out.
Yeah.
These are the needles that come in the pack, as you see.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? And it also comes with, it also comes with the little valve with the stuff already in it, with the Narcan already in there. So man, I'm out here trying to help people, man. I'm talking about on a day-to-day basis with no funding. None. Because it ain't about the money. Even if I get the grant, it's still not about the fund. I want to make sure I pay the people who help me, but it's not about the money gonna come, man. So all these people out here chasing this money, man, stop. Again, get out of our way and let us do the job that we signed up for. We are community health workers. I'm proud of that CHW. I tell people day in and day out, man, my name is Chris, but please address me as CHW Chris. I am a community health worker, and I'm going to stay out here doing community health work. I won't care what state or city I'm in, but I will be there. I will be there helping whoever. You know what I'm saying? Just like Keith said. Hey, just like Keith said, we real street dudes, man. We go anywhere. If I go anywhere and do what I did in the past, then I can go anywhere and help somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, man. Let me be quiet, man. I'm getting in my feelings, boy. Man, it just don't make sense, man. It don't make sense,
passion.
Man, it don't make
sense. CHW Chris. That's the passion.
Man, boy. Boy, I feel like I'm on the podium in church. Boy, I just
bro, on everything, man. That's what I'm talking about. So people can look that up. we'll talk about that. Final thoughts later on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Keith, look. So my bad. CHW, Mr. Chris, we're gonna holler at Solo real quick, Mr.
Okay.
Solo. What you got,
Okay.
Solo? What you doing out here with your CHW, bro?
I mean, really, man, if nothing changes, man.
Sir.
So I was already in the community, man, but similar to what Chris was saying, listen, I got a problem with people who don't look like us trying to tell me what black men should and should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, that's non-negotiable.
Right.
And I'm not a racist at all. But there's no way I'm going to let a Caucasian man or woman tell me about the black community. And when I look around, you ain't never there.
Mm-hmm.
Where you at? Okay, yeah, you might hold the funding. But man, listen, man, we survivors. So with me working with these different organizations, I used to always run across them, man. And I got my peer and I got all that. And they had this thing called the Missouri Credentialing Board, right?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Here we go.
They got a panel of people, not one black. And they like gatekeepers. So first and foremost, this is the land of opportunities, second and third chance. But you want to tell me because of a crime that I committed in 99 and 2000, now here it is over 20 some odd years ago that you don't think that you can credential me or do y'all so-called, listen, man, all that, I ain't even gonna get into that. So I get this hearing, I'm standing before these people on a platform like this trying to explain to them what my case is. I said, man, even if I did try to explain to y'all wouldn't understand.
Right.
So that's like talking. So therefore, I'm telling you, first of all, why am I going back 20-some odd years ago about something that I've done when I was younger, in my 20s? Like I told everybody on this panel, I'm sure they done something in their 20s when they was younger that they regret. So, okay, here I am now, 45, 46, 47 at the time. Even now, when I just graduated from here, right, I got to go before them once again. That's if I want to get credentialed in Missouri. But I've already got information on that. And they already told me, they was like, hey, man, listen, you still certified if you get credentialed through Missouri Credentialing Board or not. You still a certified peer, and you still a certified CHW. Right. So what they do is they got they like the middleman, man. Like, oh yeah, but if you want to work, in other words, if I get credentialed through y'all spread me out throughout Missouri. But I gotta pay every year and take these classes and get these points. So that's what made me start coming up with my own, man, starting our lives over solo. Because I always
Zoom me.
Yeah, so starting our lives over, man, it allows me to actually do the work, man, without the middleman, right? Because it had came to a place, man, to where I was getting frustrated, right? And I had to step back in a God-like place, right? God was like, man, don't worry about that. This is what we finna do. I only got the LLC, I got the EIN, and through God's grace, man, I do, man, so much work, even though I work here for Williams and Associates. So in other words, instead of me trying to give my ideas to someone and my name ain't on the building, on the front of the check, I'm gonna keep them ideas for myself, right? Not only that, I know that I'm gonna get out and make sure that the work get done. Man, I do Black Men in Trauma. This is my second year doing that. Kevin was a part of that because I believe Black men go through trauma.
Yes, sir.
Every Christmas from around December 23rd, I do a coke drive These brand new coats. These ain't no hand-me-downs. Coats, hats, gloves, catered dinner, hygiene kits. And I have people in different organizations, man, that say, hey, I'm a sponsor this year. Last year, I'm sponsored. The year before that, preferred family sponsor. So right now, I'm working on that right now to try to get another sponsor. I mean, man, I do things like backpacks for kids, like a lot of stuff I do. I don't put on Facebook, because I believe in doing the work and let God do the rest. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe, and that's just for my like that's just how that's how I operate.
Right.
You know, I like to stay under the radar. So there's a lot of things, even with me collaborating with other organizations under Starting Our Lives Over, that you might not even know. You know what I'm saying? And I respectfully asked them, like, hey, I just want to do the work. You know, because I just believe in giving back to the community, man. I don't believe cutting on the Facebook Live every time you're doing what you're supposed to do. Now, for some people that work, that's fine.
Yeah.
For me, it just don't work. In my spirit, it don't sit right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that one that's gonna be saying, hey, look, and taking a picture while that don't work for me. You know what I mean? I believe in doing the work and let God do the rest. And he blesses me abundantly for that, man. You know, so also restoring our lives over, man. Go back to the black man in trauma. When I do the black man in trauma, what makes it different is the helping the help, right? So it's basically the men who work in the field like me, Kevin, and Chris, right? And we doing what we do in the community. But when we come home, what's our outlet? So that's what my black man in trauma is. And I always do it June the 15th, somewhere around that time on the Saturday from 11 to 1. I cater everything. And once again, I get a sponsor for that. Someone pays for that, right? And I built a relationship with a therapist named Tessie Amos III. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes he do it pro bono, apart from, but we help each other out. He do this for me, and then he'll call me and, hey, Keith, I may need you to. So it's that barter system when it goes back to the 1700s when we was big. Hey, I'm gonna trade you a cow for a pig type. You know what I'm saying? So it's that barter system. It's us coming together as melanated brothers, helping each other out for the greater good, which is the community, man. Because I believe in getting the youth, man, while they're young, man. Like you got to get these young boys, man, when they're young, before they get polluted, before the hood get them, before they hanging out with Pookie and Ray Ray. You know what I'm saying? So to do that on the regular though, like I mentor young guys. People know that they can call me anytime, man. And I'm young. You dig what I'm saying? But
And it
yeah,
shouldn't
man.
have to be.
So
It shouldn't
coming
have
up,
to be
I
a
got
big
some
event.
things going.
Like you said, it shouldn't have to be a big event for us to do anything, especially for our youth. I agree.
I can't hear you.
I said it shouldn't have to be, an event for us to do, what I'm saying, something for the youth. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And Facebook and all that. I agree. Bro.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, man, that's just what I've been doing, man. And man, I just believe in just coming together, man. Man, shit as a village. I'm trying to help raise awareness, man, because ain't nobody coming to save us. Like, we gotta be willing, man, to roll up our sleeves and get out here and do what's needed, man. I'm not a big like this. The most talking I've ever done. Like I'm not a big one for talking a lot, because I just believe in doing the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not afraid to do the work. And man, and it's just like one of my pet peeves, man, is when I hate gatekeepers. I'm talking about with a passion, like you want to like it's they still want to hold the strings, man. Get out the way. First and foremost, how you gonna try to control us from an ivory tower? No, sir. Like you can't put no provisions on what we do, but you scared to come down here and help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that hold back funding where you got to jump through this hoop and then you got to jump through that hoop, or we ain't gonna give you. You know what? Keep your hoops. I'm gonna show you something. You know what I'm saying? Because
moving
when
the
God
goalposts.
man, because God is with you, man, who's against you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, man, I just continue to do the work, you know what I'm saying, and put God first in everything that I do. It's real simple. I don't overcomplicate the process. You dig what I'm saying? I get out, I do the work, and I fall back and I let God do the rest. You dig? I don't get in the way and try to do God's job. I do what He put me in line to do, man. I be obedient. And that's just what starting our lives over is about. Me being obedient to what the Most High God is putting me in line to do. I don't worry about where the funding gonna come, none of that. Because it's been 3 years now. This will be the third year, and shit been getting done, yo.
Right. So you ain't worried about it. That's the
I ain't
crazy.
worried about that.
Like a
I
lot
ain't
of
worried
companies
about it.
I know, and
Yeah.
I've been in this 24 years in various areas, and mostly nonprofits. I get it. I get the back end of it and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like us, man, people need to know that it's people like us who are out there doing the work because we have a passion, and the CHW, it just was a bonus. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he was on the outside, but now you CHW, you come through the door type thing, whatever. It's like, no, I can still come through the back door. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta come through the front door. As a matter of fact, I stay in the parking lot because I'm ready to get my hands dirty with these Stacey Adams on and his white button down. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been that type. You know what I'm saying? Most people are always like, well, Mr. Kevin, you shouldn't, do this because you're gonna get your shirt dirty. Well, you got that girl. I take this jacket off. I roll these sleeves up because I got another shirt in the car. I ain't stupid. Might
Real
be
simple.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got an extra shirt in the car just in case this one get too messed up. But we're gonna move this furniture out the way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad to hear you brothers for one. Doing your thing with y'all CHWs, man. You know what I'm saying? For those that's just tuning in, once again, welcome to Empower 418 Podcast. Two brothers on the side and Keith Lofton, and they're talking about, from cell, jail, for those. I try to be real cute, nice with it. You know what I'm saying? From
Right.
CELL to
Yeah.
CHW. Brothers go from over there, way yonder, to right now, right here. Still doing their thing. Mindset a little different, but they got some tools under their belt, and I'm happy and proud of them. For one, because Keith was my first cohort that I taught, cohort 24, and they just graduated. So
Yes, sir.
it was a journey, bro. It's different from being a student and being a teacher. So we
Yeah.
got a few minutes left. So what y'all got on some final thoughts, man? What can you give the people right now? What give them some final thoughts, some words of wisdom, some OG gems.
I mean, man, if I had anything to say, man, I would just say, just get out your own way, man. Like your success, man, depends mainly on you, man. Once you put God first, get out the way and allow Him to do and work in your life,
Yeah.
man. I'm talking about it's endless, man. Like the thing is endless, man. Like for so long, man, I was in my own way, man. And once I got out the way and started to let or allow God to work in my life,
Yep.
but that's not saying that once I get out my own way and allow God to work in my life, that I ain't gonna have to do nothing. No,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
No. This is not a spectator sport. No, sir or ma'am. You're gonna have to get up off the bench.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta get up off the bench. So if you think that you have to put some action behind them prayers.
Right.
I mean, I'm
Uh-huh.
not saying, dream until you get out of life what you put in it. It's real simple. Like I don't overcomplicate the process. So whatever you want out of life, you gotta put that same energy into it, man. Not only that, man, you gotta get in the game. Life is about action. You gotta show up, man. You got to be a man or a woman of your word. You got to show.
Mm-hmm.
So, in other words, once you come together in a collaborative effort with any, okay, even if you ain't a CSW, you live in a regular life,
Yeah.
and your friend or girlfriend, hey, baby, I'm gonna need you to do X, Y, Z. Do you think you can handle that? Your first response should be, hold on, baby, let me check my calendar. As opposed to, yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Then something else show up now, she waiting on you or he waiting on you, and you can't, you don't call them 2 or 3 days before. You wait till
Right.
the day of. That's irresponsible.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to get out of the habit of being irresponsible.
Yeah.
We got to be out of. We got to get into the habits of showing up for one another.
Yeah.
You dig
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because
Man. Sir.
it's a we thing. Like you can't do this by yourself. I don't care how much you might listen, man. It's a collaborative effort coming
Yeah.
together on one accord
Amen.
and stand on that shit.
Yeah.
If you say you're gonna do something, man, you know, times I done told my father, no, I already got a prior engagement. I ain't scared to tell no motherfucker. Man, I already got a prior engagement, man. I told my grandson, man, I'm coming to this football game. I can't do no outreach on no Saturday. I done told my mom I was having. I already told her, oh yeah, well, this came up. Well, okay, find somebody else. Real simple,
Right.
man. 'Cause I know my value today, man.
Man,
For
that's
real,
what's up.
man. And it ain't that I don't love my job. It's just that I love me a little bit more today.
Hmm.
I know I put the work in, Jack. So man, I ain't finna be jumping through no hoops, man, for no
Yeah.
one. Hey man, look, I'm 51 years old, man. I can't jump no fences no more anyway, man. I don't dance unless I hear a song, and I don't scratch my head unless it itch, man. I just don't. I'm not sucking and jiving, man. And I mean that respectfully, man. I'm not doing nothing extra. Listen, man, I can find a job tomorrow, man. Just so happen I love the one I got. Don't get fucked up. For real. Hey man, listen, man, hey man, ain't no
Niggas
motherfucker.
ain't tired of jumping fences, boy. They got me like
I am not jumping no mother. I'm not doing that, man. For real, man. Pulled up on the little cat, man. He was pumping his guy. I mean, man, little cat pulled up on me, man. He said, damn, OG, man, you on this pump?
Good.
And I looked at him and I looked in the car and I saw 3 more cats. I said, nah, man, I'm on the next pump.
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
you can have this pump, man. You
Hey,
call me what you
Chris.
want. You know, I ain't finna
What's up
argue
with
with you on no gas, pump.
Hey, for those that don't know, boy, when you get, hey, look, when you get
Man,
around
I
these
community
ain't
health
people,
arguing
boy,
worker
with
you
you.
know
meeting?
how you act,
Zoom.
you
I
know,
don't be arguing, man.
real.
It was.
I'm going home tonight. You hear me, man? I ain't got time for this shit, man. Hey, yeah,
The
everybody.
subject was
Put that
uh,
motherfucking pump up and went around on the other
coming from a
pump.
cell to being a community health worker. Like you can,
Yeah.
if just because you came from prison, don't mean you can't achieve
Yes.
something, become something.
Let them, let them know, man. What's your final thoughts? They got any final thoughts over there too? What's up, Chris? You got any
Who?
final
Who? Me?
thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
oh,
Cause I
well,
gotta go get my grandson.
East
Hey,
St.
I
Louis.
gotta get my
East
grandson.
St. East St. Louis always got something to say. We gonna say something.
Hey, Keith, hold on, Chris. Hey, Keith, you got to get out of here, bro.
Yeah,
Right?
see, I gotta get my, yeah, see, I
All
gotta
right,
get my
All
grandson
right.
and stuff.
Oh, okay. You you
all
you
right, y'all.
good for a minute? Okay.
It's been
All right,
fun.
Chris.
Y'all
Go
enjoy
with it.
yourself,
Go with it, Chris. Come on.
huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Your final thoughts, bro.
Final thoughts.
Got any?
Yeah, my final thoughts is to let everybody that's watching this let them know to find out who you are.
Mm,
Find out who you are means find yourself. Know who you are before you get out in the world and try to pretend to be somebody else. And because pretending to be somebody else means it's not you. Find out who you are. Been from the beginning of times. I'm talking about ancient times. During the times where everybody knew about these temples, these pyramids. Every doorway to the pyramids had the words of "Know thyself." That means when you come into these pyramids, it's information in here to find out who you are. You need to just go find out who you are. Go study and find out who you really are. And again,
Stop trying to be somebody else. Stop trying to be the stop trying to be the rapper that's on TV. That's hot right now. Stop trying to be the biggest drug dealer just because you see dude on the corner with all this flashy stuff because he got problems. He got a gang of problems. He got headaches. He deal with a whole lot every day. You don't want that. Stop trying to be America's top model when you know you're not America's top model. Be who you are, cause that American top model might have so many problems. She want to be you.
Mm, 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 mm.
You never know.
Man,
You never know. You never know.
hey, I want to thank y'all brothers for real, bringing the real up in here, man. Like, man, I hope everybody on here that's listening and looking got some gems tonight from two brothers going from one side to the other one, but still staying the same, but changing their mentality. And this is Chris's little nonprofit thing here, treating recidivism, right? Undertaking
Right.
safety
Right.
transformation. They can look this up on the web on the web.
Yeah. Tell them just Google it.
Okay, y'all know that Google. Just Google it. I can't stand
Mm-hmm.
man. Keith, you got solo starting our live.
Yeah.
Solo,
I mean, man, I'm on the social platforms, man. I haven't really did a website yet, but I'm gonna get into that. But you know, man, they can contact me, man, on my personal number 314-339-0554. Once again, that's 314-339-0554. And man, I'm one of them guys, man. Every penny goes to the streets. Like I don't keep nothing. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying? So I have this event coming up. I'm planning on now, which will be in December, where I give away free hats, coats, gloves,
Yeah.
socks. I give them a catered meal, and it's specifically for guys that's fresh out of treatment and it's coming to transitional housing. So I always have a list for like 5 or 6 different transitional housing, 10, 10, 10. So it normally be 60 coats, hats, you know, but I get 80 of them, an extra 20 just in case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I always get over, but this will be my 3rd year doing it.
Okay.
So if y'all would like to, you know, or you don't have to give me anything. Just go to Walmart, get some $10 gift cards. You know what I'm saying? That'll help them out. So if anybody want to donate to them, call me. You know, you get in contact with Kev. Kev know how to get in contact with me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Brother.
Right. Well, I appreciate it,
I
bro.
know somewhere else, man. You know, I'm gonna tell you.
I appreciate everybody watching. Been powerful. Podcast. We're gonna be out here. We're gonna see y'all next round. Dude said.